Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. Today we're looking at the Crip Hop brand. We got a little Electricians tool set, mini tool set, 5-piece. They sent me this for review. I didn't pay for it. All opinions are my own though, so take that for what it's worth. Crip Hop, it's a new brand to me. I've never heard of it. They reached out and said we'd like you to test these out. They see you do a lot of tools, so I said sure, send it over. Impressive, I'll have to say right off the bat. The tools feel really nice. Got a good sturdy non-bendable shaft on the screwdriver. This is a little straight slotted screwdriver. You can see that in there. Comes with a square drive Robertson. Again, the same way. The shaft is got a little flex, but not bendable. You can feel it's pretty stiff. It's got a lot of insulation on there. Really nice, thick coat. These are all 1000 volt rated with the IEC 60900 rating and the ASTM stamps as where appropriate. These are Chinese made tools. And I guess that's who sent them out. Crip Hop just reached out. I don't know anything about them other than that, but they look really nice. The grip is nice. It's got that kind of, the Wera, Weeha kind of palm swell feel to it. So yeah, that's number 2 Phillips. And they come in a fancy this foam, pre-cut. It's got, maybe hard to see those. It gives you your dimensions of your tool that's there. You got 3/16 flat, number 2 Robertson square, and then number 2 Phillips. Here we are over here. So yeah, that's pretty handy. A little attention to detail you don't always see in there. And EVA5, I believe that's the model number of the whole kit. Yeah, the screwdrivers are nice, but I got to looking at these pliers. They are really well done. I mean, not a lot of gap in the rivet where the pivot head is. It's a smooth pivot head. It's not as broken in as loose as I'd like to see, but it's not bad. I'll be honest with you. It's very little pressure to open it up. So yeah, that's a nice fit. Not like some of them where you got to kind of pry those loose the first 200 or 300 uses to get it to work. And laser etched with the brand. Again, the grips are really nice. Kind of a hard plastic, but the little red is kind of got just enough softness to give you a little grip on it. Really nice pair of diagonal cutters. The needle nose, same way. Really nice pivot. Almost the exact same feel in there. This one's starting to pop open a little bit. I've been playing with it a little, checking it out. Machining and finish looks really nice. I did find one little defect right here. I'm not sure if we probably can't even see that on the camera, but there's a dimple or a bump right here. I mean, almost where the outside grind comes in and meets the base of the deal. But I mean, otherwise they look really nice. There's really nice attention to detail. They just missed that one little spot, which, if that's the only one you get, you can't really fault them for that. It happens. But that one made it through. Same thing with these grips. Very nice, very cushiony, but hard. And, you get good grip, but they don't feel like they're collapsing under your hand grip. So very nice. Let's see if we got something to test it out on right quick. Stand by one. All right, guys, we're back. We got a little test material. This is some probably some number 4 stranded copper with a good thick insulation. You get your diagonal cutters on there. Really smooth. Got a nice little bite to it. I mean, hardly takes any pressure at all. We got a clipper set on the needle nose too. We'll test those out. These kind of slip forward a little bit, but it's a smaller cutter, so it's going to take a little more to get in there and cut with those. Those are kind of a secondary. You don't really use those to cut though. Where your needle nose shine though, when you're making your connections up or You're doing residential, you need to put a loop in there, catch it in the corner, flip it around. That works pretty nice. Get up a little higher. And you got your bare copper already in there. Those cut pretty good on, you know, just your, that's a 10, I think. 10 Romex. So yeah, they cut nice there. We'll have to give these a little more work over to see how they work. But, I mean, from outward appearances, they look really nice. I don't see anything that would indicate they're not a great set of tools at a pretty reasonable price. The 5-piece set is on Amazon right now for $59. So yeah, that little overview looked pretty nice. I'll take these to work and give them a little once over. See what they do in the industrial setting. But here's a little more info on the brand, Crip Hop. They do some tool bags, zippered cases, and zippered tool pouches. They seem to have quite a few different tool sets. They got the 6-piece set. Got a handful of individuals. They got strippers, kind of in the old Klein style, with the high voltage grips on their lineman pliers, and several different little tool sets. Got screwdrivers and pliers. This is the 5-piece insulated screwdrivers and pliers. And they've got the one with an extra stripper, the big jumbo set with all kind of stuff. Another little point to look at, their toolbox has a kind of a mod box setup where you could connect this to another set of the same box. You just stack them on there. Also, it comes with, if you're so inclined, you get a tool handle, or toolbox handle, which kind of just leans over here, and then you got the 2 little hardware pieces you screw into the side there. That way you've got a little carry handle. If you're putting this in your tool cart to keep everything organized and ready, that's a nice little setup right there. Fit down in one of your thicker drawers, be ready to go. So yeah, let's see if there's any technical information we need to look at. California warning, we're not in California, so that's okay. Yeah. So, Crip Hop, we'll take it to work. I'll run it through the ringer, see what's got. This is just a little first look at everything. And so far, it's kind of impressive. I'm really, if you know me, I'm a Knipex and Klein and high quality tool guy. I believe in, you know, buy once, cry once, pay a little more. But I mean, if they're this price and they're this good, I wouldn't be upset about this. Yeah, like I said, if you're new in the trades, you're just getting started, you don't have the budget for a high dollar set of tools yet, they get you one of these little lower price models and get the work done and then build up. I mean, yeah, you could even start with these and then maybe whatever you want to carry the rest of your career, but I guess time's going to tell on these. I don't want to sell them 100% yet without trying them out and putting a little more into it than just the first look. But I mean, they look good. I'd try them out and see how they go. I'm trying to get a tool bag from them. They got one that looks kind of like a Vito SPMC, a little knockoff look-alike. But hey, we give that a test, and we got one to run right up next to it. Try it out. So there it is, the Crip Hop 5-piece insulated electrician's tool set. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll give them a test and we'll get back to you. Y'all have a great one.